Morning, y'all. Today we are going to make 6 sheet pan meals. The first one we are going to do is going to be salmon and crispy Brussels sprouts. I only cooked 3 salmon pieces because that's all we needed for our family, but the actual recipe will have 4 salmon fillets. So anyways, the first thing you're going to do is shred up 1 pound of Brussels sprouts, and then you're going to season those with 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of pepper, and 1 teaspoon of garlic. Then you're going to mix that all together. Separate your Brussels sprouts to the ends of the sheet pan. Then we're going to slice up 2 lemons into 6 slices each, and you're going to lay your salmon fillets. No, you're going to lay out your lemon pieces into rows of 3, 4 rows of 3 if you're making 4 salmon pieces. And then you're going to lay your salmon fillets on top of those lemons. And then you're going to season your salmon fillets with 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. That's spread out over all 3. So you'll do like a half a teaspoon of olive oil on 1 salmon fillet, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic. Once you have that all done, you throw it in the oven. In this video, you're going to see me, since I didn't do 4 salmon fillets, I have a little bit of extra lemon. So I'm just squeezing that lemon juice basically all over the sheet pan. And we did have a little bit of extra Brussels sprouts left over. So this does feed 4. And you just throw it in the oven at 400 degrees for about 25 minutes. If you have convection, I'd strongly suggest using that because your Brussels sprouts get a little bit crispier. And I personally like that flavor. But that's all this recipe entails. All right, next up is sheet pan Hawaiian chicken. This one is probably my kid's favorite out of all of these. I say that. The fajitas are probably my kid's favorite, but this is the second favorite. So you're going to take one fresh pineapple and dice that up into bite-sized chunks. This pineapple was amazing. Delicious. I bought it. It was almost ripe whenever I bought it, and I just left it sitting out on the counter for probably 4 days. Oh, so good. Anyway, so you're going to cut up a pineapple into bite-sized chunks, and then you're going to cut up 3 bell peppers, also into bite-sized chunks, half of an onion, 2 to 3 chicken breasts. I am just actually using some shredded chicken that I need to get used up in this video, and I didn't even put enough chicken in here. I should have put more, but I didn't. So yeah, 2 to 3 chicken breasts. And also I did not have enough barbecue sauce because the day before we made this, we had, I can't even remember what it was, like shredded chicken sandwiches or something. And yeah, we used up a bunch of barbecue sauce, and I did not think to get any more. So we are short a little bit of barbecue sauce, but it's half of a cup of barbecue sauce and a quarter cup of apple juice, and you mix the barbecue sauce and apple juice together and then dump it over everything else on the sheet pan, mix it all together, bake it at 400 degrees for about 30 minutes. I usually serve this over rice or some kind of rice substitute. If you serve it over something, you should have about 8 to 10 servings. We are going to make sheet pan sausage hash. This one is probably my favorite. So you're going to take 3 sweet potatoes, peel and dice them. Dice 1 medium yellow onion, 1 bell pepper, dice that. And then you're just going to cut up some smoked sausage into bite-sized chunks. Put 1/4 cup of olive oil, 1 tablespoon of salt, half a tablespoon of pepper, 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, and 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. I know that sounds weird, but it really does work. Just give it a try. It works with the sweetness of the sweet potatoes. And then you're just going to mix that all together and throw it in a 400-degree oven for 30 to 40 minutes. This serves 6 to 8. In this video, you're going to see a weird colored sweet potato. I think it is a sweet potato, but I think it's a different variety of sweet potato, and our local grocery store does not carry like different varieties of sweet potatoes. They just carry like regular potatoes and sweet potatoes and then like some baby potatoes. But yeah, I think just one of these lighter colored sweet potatoes got mixed in with the regular sweet potatoes. It does not taste like a regular sweet potato. It tastes closer to like a plain potato, but with the consistency of a sweet potato. Anyways, so that's why that looks weird. It was not intentional. Do not recommend it. Just get regular sweet potatoes. Anyways, yeah, that's all for this one. right, next up is sheet pan chicken fajitas. I do not make chicken fajitas on the stovetop anymore. This is about the only way I make chicken fajitas unless we are grilling. So you're going to start up by thinly slicing 2 bell peppers, 1 medium yellow onion, 3 chicken breasts. I did not slice my chicken breast thinly enough, but it turned out okay. So anyways, you're going to slice all that up. And I just recommend using a package of fajita seasoning or taco seasoning. I'm trying to use up the rest of this fajita seasoning that my sister gave me that she didn't like. And I don't particularly think it tastes very good. It's just kind of like spicy with no flavor. So I'm trying to use that up, and I'm doctoring up it a little bit. But yeah, you're going to use just fajita or taco seasoning and 1/4 cup of olive oil. You're going to mix all of that together, throw it in a 400-degree oven for 15 to 20 minutes. Since your chicken is thinly sliced, it should not take long. I'd say this serves about 4 to 6, and we serve it on tortillas, and then whatever fajita toppings you prefer. We usually do like smashed avocados and pico de gallo, but you can serve it with whatever you prefer. Yeah, and that's it. Like I said, this is the only way that I make chicken fajitas now. I do not cook them on the stovetop. I do make grilled chicken fajitas, but not on the stovetop. So next up, we are going to make sheet pan sausage heroes. This was probably my husband's favorite out of all of these. And I only made half of a recipe just because I did not want a whole bunch of leftovers on this one because we were going into our corned beef week. So anyways, what you're going to start out by doing is thinly slicing 2 bell peppers and 1 medium yellow onion. And you're just going to throw this on the sheet pan, season those with 2 tablespoons of olive oil, a teaspoon of salt, and a teaspoon of garlic. Mix that together. Throw on your sausages on top of the peppers and onions. And then you're just going to throw it in a 400-degree oven for 20 to 30 minutes or until the meat is fully cooked. That is going to depend on what kind of sausages you use. I usually use brats. These happen to be some kind of, I don't know, garlic and mozzarella sausages from Sam's Club. I think they were like mostly cooked or something whenever we got them. But yeah, brats, like thick brats, are going to take a little bit longer. But anyway, so you're going to cook them until the meat's fully cooked. Usually that's covered within the 20 to 30 minutes, but if you get a really fat brat, it might take a little bit longer. This serves 10 to 12, depending on how many brats you have. Like I said, this was my husband's favorite of the sheet pan meals. So next up is Cajun sausage sheet pan. If you've been watching my channel, this is one that you've probably already seen. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with one 16-ounce bag of frozen vegetables, 14 ounces of smoked sausage, or 1 pound, which would be 16 ounces, but some smoked sausage, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, a teaspoon of garlic, and I used about a tablespoon of Cajun seasoning. I would prefer more, but my kids don't like spicy food, so I used a tablespoon. That gives enough Cajun seasoning to taste Cajun without the spice, but if you want extra, put extra on there. But yeah, that one's the last one. I hope you guys have an awesome day. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, hit the like button if you enjoy this kind of content, and I'll catch you next time. Bye, y'all.